My bad, everybody's so dark. But I forgot what we were talking about. What we were just talking about, James? When I was talking about segregation?
Yes.
I was telling you. I'm gonna start my video a little early, but I wanted to go through it now. Because I got a video I'm gonna talk about when I drop James off, and it has something to do with what we're talking about now. James is sitting here talking about him being a young boy, so I just gave him a little background on him. Not hating on him. I just told him, how popular he is and how he's been popular for a long time since I left New Jersey, like 2008. And he's underground. He's big, but people don't, support him on the radio. But he just got married. That young man shouted up. He just got married, so he's not. I was telling him, no, he just got married. He had a girlfriend, but he just got married. So I was telling my son that when you're talking about stuff or people, remember that these young men, they're most likely not doing the stuff they rap about. So don't you go out there and do this stuff. That's what I was telling my son. And I was telling him also that don't go out there and do that stuff because he'll go out there and do it. I mean, a young boy, for example, I'm not saying he will, but he'll get in trouble possibly for a few months or just got to pay something because he had the money to make sure he get out of it like that. I told myself, your black ass is going to get in trouble, in a lot of trouble. And you're going to feel it. You're gonna get sent to jail and off of one thing you did wrong. You can't do that. You can't follow what you see entertainers doing. That's what I would tell him. Then we got into segregation because I was telling him about the internet, and I would tell him when I was younger, the internet we didn't use it for YouTube and stuff like that. I forgot how I got that conversation, but I was telling him that what did I just say to you, James? About segregation wasn't that long ago. I told him that Dr. King died in '98. I just said that to him. My mother was 8 years old then. Segregation wasn't that long ago. So with that being said, we're still going through this stuff. That's why I said I don't like. This is why I try not to put this too much in his head because he deals with white kids all the time, and he said they don't be racist, but at the same time, I don't want him to be looking for it, and I don't want you to have to really worry about it. But it's the truth though. You gotta pay attention to it. But anyway, because he's over here talking about this NBA YoungBoy stuff, and what else you say, James? NBA YoungBoy and something else. But yeah, you want to say something, James?
No.
No, you sure?
Mhm.
All right. Well. What's up, guys? I should have became a teacher. This is my video.
Yeah, he should be.
I don't want. I really don't.
Dad, you should be. Mom is gonna be a teacher next year.
That'd be cool.
You should be a teacher.
That's cool. Thank you, James. Well, this is my sleep study.
Mom said she's being inside my school, so I think it's a better idea you should be inside sister's school.
See, look, it was recording for 10 hours. Now it's gonna cut off in 1 hour. It's recording my heart. I had it on. I put it on 8 hours ago, roughly. Had it in my nose, everything. It was very uncomfortable, but I'm gonna send it off today so that way they can figure it out. I'm so glad that I got good sleep with this. My bad, James. I got good sleep with this.
How did you get sleep with that?
I just try to be still and try to knock it out. But whenever I don't, for the other past nights, I was getting up at 3 in the morning. I mean, I still got up a lot, but we'll see what they say when I send it off. I'm just checking on my health, man. Make sure I don't have sleep apnea. Making sure I don't have nothing.
What is sleep apnea?
Sleep apnea is when you sleep and your heart beats differently or it stops beating. Like your heart does something different while you're sleeping, and that's called signs of that is snoring. Snoring is not a good thing, even though we do it, but snoring is not good. I mean, we're having a hard time kind of breathing while we're snoring, but sleeping a little bit. Snoring does that, and
if your heart
waking up in the middle of sleep.
If your heart stops,
you can die in your sleep. That's exactly what sleep apnea is. It's a very serious thing. People have been dying from sleep apnea a lot more lately. And I'm 32, but I'm just checking in my health because I do go through things, and I'm checking all around my health, and we all should. We all should. Everybody good, John Seeley, I love you. Everybody that's 25 or older out there, I know that sounds young, but y'all need to go out there and stretch every day. Go out there and stretch your arms, stretch your back. I'm telling you, I'm trying to do it myself too. I'm gonna go home and stretch. I should have did that as soon as I got up, but we gotta stretch. It's just to stretch out the muscles we do have, and to so keep us from being brittle and old. So that's why it's important to stretch. All right.
I gotta put this on.
Yeah, I wish you did have a vest.
Dad, will you come back to pick me up? Cute, my big coat.
I got you.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'll bring the big coat, but how I'm gonna give it to you though? Cause I'll be here.
You could probably just come here before we leave school,
No, I can't. I'll be at work. I get off at 2. I mean, I get off at 2 to go get Messiah.
I was about to say 2.
Yeah. I can't. As soon as I get Messiah, I come here.
Oh.
So I won't be able to do that.
Okay.
I had to bring
I
it
asked
here.
the teachers they could fix my thing. They said they really couldn't fix it. I tried to fix it on my son.
Fix what, your code? Oh yeah, I meant to do that last night. I got you. I'll do it. I'll see you later, Jay. I'll do it for you.
Okay.
My bad. I really meant to do that. We could have built it out today. We were sitting in the car. I should have did that this morning while we were sitting here waiting. All right, I'll see you later. Have a great day.
See you. Hi, Kiana.
Yeah, so I got some things. We got to head back to the house. Don't pull around now when you see me pull off, but don't do that. These people around here don't use their brain. They see you pull off and then they want to pull off afterwards. All right, so 5 minutes. There was a topic also I wanted to talk about that I didn't get to talk about yesterday. This is what I really want to talk about. It's dark as heck, man. Yeah, I bought it. I bought Slime Language 2 when it was out. I had the CD still in the plastic. I bought 2 t-shirts. I got this shirt is a t-shirt and I got a long shirt. This is the official one. People who know, they know. I got one. I love Slime Language. I like YSL because the music is crazy. I'm not even gonna lie, the group music is crazy. Funk, FN did all these rappers. My boy, the great one, the one that's with the damn, I forgot his name. He's one of my favorite out of them. The one that made the Cancun song. Man, I really like YSL. B Slime just dropped. I didn't listen to his album yet, but I really like YSL. Gunna's album was crazy before, before all said and done. But anyway, I like Duke. Duke, I always listen to Duke for years, so I like them. I wanted to talk about don't gangbang, kids. I wanted to tell the kids to not gangbang. I wanted to tell them to don't gangbang. I wanted to tell them that. I wanted to tell them, and I want to tell them that it's possible too. And I'm gonna tell you how. When I was younger, I grew up in Newark, New Jersey. I was born and raised in there. I left at 18 and went to the military, me and my wife. Even though I was single then, but we were still close. But she came with me and she spent every moment in the military with me. She went overseas with me. She went everything. She experienced the experiences I went through. She was not in the collision with me, but she was there in the ombudsman's meetings with the other parents that was worried for our life when it was happening, and that we had no communication, no comms with her when it was happening because we weren't sure what kind of attack, if it was one at all at the time. I get to more of that a whole another day. Kids, don't gangbang. I grew up in Newark, New Jersey. Now, growing up, from the 90s and me being, I was 10 years old in 2000, and then 14 in 2004. Growing up then, it was a lot of gang activity. Like bloods, certain corner, you couldn't wear certain colors. You know what I mean? If you did, you had to understand what was coming with that. Now let me just sum it all up because a lot of y'all may know this, but a lot of y'all may not. When you dealing with gangs in the black community, you have to understand that if you're black, you're gonna get that pressure. You're gonna get that feeling, or you're gonna get that you're gonna get it. You're gonna get that pressure of just being black and you possibly having something to do with this street or this tie or this gang. It's a fact. It's a fact. You can't get away from it. Even if, like myself, I'm not much of a violent person, but you still get associated with that by your own people. So that's one thing right there. Gangs, and I said in another video, gangs started off by protecting the community. They started by like friends, like starting off like by friends, playing that knew each other, going to school, playing football with each other. That's how a gang started off. But real quick, let me go past this real quick, and I'm gonna turn it back on. Gangs started off by knowing each other as friends and stuff like that. And then, y'all call each other a group. Y'all always meet up all the time. Then y'all start like making little cliques. Y'all a group. A gang by definition is 3 or more, So with that being said, you just put a hand sign on it now. You put like a little logo you draw when you're in school. You put it all over the place. You give yourself a name. You know what I mean? Then y'all go around and y'all build some kind of reputation for something y'all do. Like that gang, we had one, me and my friends, it was derived from a blood gang, because my friend his brother was blood, so everything kind of came from Bloods and Crips, because that's the main gangs. It kind of like, it had a color around that. Like it had a look around that, a star, a color, something like that. So when it came to this one, we was called Government. And we all was like really big into like hierarchy. And it's so funny that the people that was in that gang, me, my boy Jordan, and my man Jamal, and another one of us, we all went to the military. And this girl named Nashir too, a girl, we all went to middle school, we all went to the military. I went to the Navy, Jamal still in the Navy, he's the chief, and Jordan, he went to the Air Force. He did his time in the Air Force. So it's like, that's so crazy that happened. We just understood the world a little differently than the street brothers did, our brothers and sisters that was in the street. With that being said, we started off like that. And this is not everybody's story was like this. We didn't go around doing violent stuff. We just went around and attended meetings in our school, like our high school. Our high school was Central High School, the oldest high school in Newark, New Jersey. Look it up. The oldest, because it was the first high school there. And that's the school we went to. And it was the worst one, honestly. We went to the worst high school at that time. And now it's a much better high school. We went to the worst high school at that time. And we honestly wanted to go to a better one, but we had no choice. Like, it is what it is. So, and all our friends were there, so it made it even better. But anyway, so we called ourselves government. That was funny. GOV, we rolled it out everywhere. It was real dope. It had a big 5-point star, rated out. Mind you, most of my family is blood. I got a lot of friends is blood. And then as I was growing up through middle school, high school, most of my friends, and then I started gaining friends and family that was on the Crip side. That's my community. Grapes too. With that being said, this is all East Coast stuff. So let me go back again. Gangs came from the West. They came from California. These are streets and neighborhoods in California that people are claiming in the East. All it took was one person to come over here and set up shop. People in California, some people respect it, a lot of people don't. Because it's like they know, but then people go back and pay homage to the motherland. That's how they call it. Then they, that's how blah, blah, blah. That's how, that's how eventually, they come to terms with it. Fake little extortion or something. I don't know, man. It's all so stupid. But the gangs out there started because of the issues they had in their neighborhood, just like how we have in our neighborhood in New Jersey and any other small city. For real, they all have them. Some neighborhoods go by blocks. Like when I used to live in DC, they didn't have Bloods and Crips out there. They went by blocks. Like, but I heard now they might have GDs and stuff like that out there, but everywhere might have that now. But anyway, whatever. I don't know much about when it comes to any other gang besides Bloods, Crips, and stuff like that. But anyway, you don't want to join these things. I'm gonna just fast forward and maybe get to another part or something. You are assuming and taking on other people's beefs when you take on a real live gang. Now, I jumped forward because I forgot where I was at, my story. We would go to programs like Do Something growing up, and that was literally the name of the program. Go play video games, or we'd walk around, go to his house, go to one of their houses. I just couldn't have company at my house, but we go to their house and we would chill. We wasn't smoking and nothing like that. When I was with them, I wasn't smoking. I didn't introduce it with them. And mind you, I was smoking though. I was smoking weed at that time. And I wasn't introducing it to them because I'm not the type to put on some other people. Like I was the one to always joke with my friends that y'all like the gangbang, y'all do this, y'all make it seem like y'all trying to teach me to throw these hands up. And this is just my family, my other side, my Crip side of my family that did that. The blood side I had, they would try to get you too, but some they more flashy with like the way the clothes look, the drip look and all that. That's how they try to get you in. But I don't know, it was just all different. Like it was so weird. I even got jumped in the gang I didn't want to be in, for real. But because it was my friends, I was with them every day. They just like, you here with us every day, you gotta be with us. My friends down the hill with the real gang, they ain't do that with me. They ain't jump me in. What you talking about? Hey, yo, they didn't jump me in. They didn't. But they won, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say dirt down there, I did down there. But they, you know what I mean? It's a difference. Like, they understand that this is something much deeper. They got real beef. And you gonna feel that. You gonna feel that compared to the other game I told you about that jump me in. You can feel that difference. You can feel that difference. You can feel that weight of something else that you don't got on you. But at the same time, it don't feel too heavy because you got other friends that's doing it and they easily with it. And they easily with throwing it up, repping this color. And you know what I mean? That's how it starts. Then you gotta come across your enemies. Who are your enemies? You're taking a game. Remember I told you pick on people. This stuff I knew at a young age. My kids keep saying jit, that's a Florida term. As a jit, it's a little shorty. But for real though, you take on beef that you don't know nothing about somebody else. Who's your enemy? Now you gotta find, now you your enemy. Now you with a group of people. Now your decisions are swayed because you're with a group now. What are you gonna do when you buy yourself? Gangs, man, you're taking all this to do what? You're taking your time away from your education to being out there. I would tell my sons, let me just end it like this, because this is bringing back frustrations for real. Because I was telling this story so many times. Be like the kids in the classroom that are the smartest and the ones that's getting the most best grades. Hey, it is what it is. That's what I tell them. That's what I tell them. That girl in class that's getting the best grades, that young man in class that's getting the best grades, we need to make sure he don't have to be our friend, but we need to get him in our circle somehow. Like, or not even get him in our circle, but we need to aspire to move like that. And mind you, we got to put the work in to do that. You got to be constantly studying, constantly going over things, constantly reiterating different subjects that you may need work on to get A's at everything. You got to. So that's the focus we on. We ain't on the focus on whoever think they cool, we're doing this with their hand, talking about this. This word right here is a gang word, slat. That means blood love all the time. Blood love at all times. Come on. I mean, that's what black means. Come on now. They just switched it up. Like, come on. Y'all are dealing with real things. You gotta wake up. Young Thug about to have his trial soon. He trying to push and roll that through. We're gonna talk more about that when that actually comes up and it's happening. Cause I heard there's about at least 14 people right now that took a plea in that whole thing. Thug is a product and a victim of his circumstance, y'all. Like I said to my son, like I told y'all, don't join no gang, don't do no crimes. You're gonna get sent away. Young Thug when they say please, they're asking for a chance to get out of jail or have some type of agreement, some middle ground. With that being said, he did that. He asked for a plea 4 times, I think, in a year. A regular inmate is not getting that. Is what I'm trying to get you to understand. A regular inmate is not going to get that luxury at all. Not even close. It's not happening. It isn't happening. For sure, it is not happening. So my point is that you got to understand that. They have money for that. You don't understand that because y'all are young. I want to talk about Kyle Sinet too one day and the stuff he going through. But I'm going to wait until that gets more unfolded and more information comes out, because that sucks too, because that young man was doing his thing and then now look at him. All it takes, you got to be around the right people. You just have to be around the right people. You just have to. I know it sounds cliche, but cliche it is what it is. You have to be around the right people. You got to put yourself around the right people in order for the right things to possibly happen. It has a better chance of better things happening. It's that simple. I'm about to get ready to go though. I should have went to go pick up underwear. I ain't feel like going to Target right now. I need to pick up underwear for my boys. I go to work in a little bit. Today it's cold still. It's still very cold out here. I had some medicine here for my son, some iron pills, a little broken up. It's stuck to the bottom, so I gotta give it to him tomorrow or later on today. Actually, that's what that cup is for. But I might have to make a part 2 about this. I definitely will when Young Thug's here and there that comes in. Look, this ain't the official one. Not playing me. See what I'm saying? I got the thing in there, and I got this. See the tag? You can't see the tag, but I'm just saying. I know I like the music. I did a lot. Good. Song language 1 was good. But anyway, don't gang bang. You're picking up beef that you got nothing to do with. Like, and then you know what I mean? That's how this stuff starts anyway. That's how issues start. Bloodshed. Same thing with this country we live in. Bloodshed. So somebody dies or somebody gets hurt, most likely dies. It's a problem that never is going to end. Because it's going to always be accumulated by somebody else that loves that other person or loved that person that knew that person. I'm not doing that. Fuck. I'm not repping nothing that my mom don't even own that block. Mind you, we don't know that. When you growing up there, it's very hard. And a lot of people can't do that. I'm going to say a lot of y'all can't do that. You can't go up there and make this decision I made and still maneuver and still survive, still be one of the jiggy brothers there. I'm about to say N-word. Still be cool, fly. A lot of y'all can't do that. A lot of y'all can't do that. And it's okay if you can't do that. You got to understand that and respect that. And not put yourself in that situation. Don't go to those areas taunting people. Don't be ignorant. Don't show your ignorance. You'll get that taken advantage of. Just like anywhere else. If you got a kid in your classroom, smart young person, you got a kid in your classroom, and you know what I mean, he's just not on point with everything, you got to take advantage of him? That's the same thing in the gang world. It's just with life or death. Now, they always say in gangs, you're either going to end up in jail or dead. I kind of don't believe that either. There's a lot of truth in that, but I kind of don't believe that either, because you can make it out. You really could. Make it out. It's just you got to go through, I'm assuming, a lot of unnecessary crap that you're going to have to just work back from when you get older. Either way, the gang stuff, if you take it real serious, you're going to have to work from it. If you didn't take it serious and you was scared, went to jail, snitching, being a pussy, being a punk, not doing nothing, then you got a real bad reputation in the same streets that you built yourself on. So you got to go all the way in when you in that. And it's hard. I can't even give you a little bit of how much and where to start. I really can't. I won't even say go in that area. That's where it happens at. You got to live in that area. And don't just live out here in West Virginia and move to that area. I mean, you can have that, can happen too, but you just don't gangbang people. Don't gangbang. Like, the NBA YoungBoy, he's married now. What they gonna do, young people? NBA YoungBoy is married. Young Thug was talking about marrying at one point. You know what I mean? They're not doing the stuff they're talking about. They're not doing that stuff. They shouldn't even be talking about it. They shouldn't even be saying these things in their songs, but they are. We gotta have some more discernment and think for ourselves and understand what's more important in our life, what we need to hear, what's valuable to us. Cause that ain't at all. But I appreciate your time. It's getting at 20 minutes. I did not want it to be that long. But this is just, it's a real life. It's something I really go through. And I'm not letting nobody change that because they look at me and they say I'm more intelligent than what I look. You piss me off when I had somebody that tell me I'm smarter than I look. Because you don't even know what I think about you. So I don't even think nothing about you. Maneuver in the right ways, people. Move accordingly. Hit the necessary button to help the channel. I appreciate it. Still became a teacher. God roll. Much love. I see y'all tomorrow. Like I said, it's cold. It's cold.